This is how I can scale any high ticket coaching / agency offer, leveraging low ticket offers. Now, your common low ticket offers are your playbooks, your courses, your webinars, and your ebooks. And all these do a very, very good job in excelling in addressing pain points, providing value, and providing solution. But what they all lack is the accountability, the support, and it leaves the prospect in the dark. Think about courses. When you provide a solution to somebody in the form of a course, you essentially throw all the information away. Now, when they're finished the course, they have the information to implement it for themselves, right? But they do not have the extra support and they can't ever reach out to somebody. They're alone and they're left in the dark. And on top of that, when you're selling a broad course, let's say if you were a fitness coach, when you sell a course, especially like, let's say you solve a fat loss problem, right? You're not addressing specific problems that can be catered to specific people. You're right. You're solving a broad problem when you're selling courses, right? And that's not what people need. What people need is very direct solutions to their situations, right? Everybody doesn't need the same reasoning. Everybody's reason for being fat might not be nutrition. It might be their hormones, right? It might be their actual workouts. So when you actually have a course, that is the worst case scenario if you actually want to nurture leads correctly. Damn. Now, what if there was a perfect low ticket product that can provide support, provide accountability, and provide solution, and most importantly, nurture leads to pivot to your high ticket offer? And that is where we leverage our paid communities. Now, why do the biggest curators leverage paid communities, right? Why do people leverage the low $19 ticket communities, right? It's because this converts traffic into their lead nurturing ecosystem. A very simple funnel to explain this is, let's say you have your audience, right? You convert the traffic of your audience to the top of the funnel, which is into your low ticket community that you can sell for $19. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be affordable, right? But even if it's the cheapest, even $9, even if you had an offer that was $5, you have a prospect who has a buying history with you. And this turns them from a warm lead / follower into a steaming hot buying prospect. And when you have these people in your ecosystem, that is so powerful. And then the second part is the nurturing and system explanation within the paid community. This is where you provide constant value and direct problem solving, right? You give people the foundation, you give people the tools and resources that they need in order to see change in their life and in order to see the dream result that they want. But people can only go so far with information, right? And this is where you can upsell to a higher ticket offer / system implementation, right? And this is where you can show the client how they can do it themselves and then upselling them into a high ticket done with you business model. And these are your things like your one-on-one coaching, your mentorships, your consulting, etc. Understanding this is so amazingly powerful, and you will have the absolute most leverage in your market, and you will be seen as the number one problem solver in your market. And it amazes me how many business owners aren't leveraging this. Now, it is absolutely sickening how many businesses are missing out on potential tens of thousands of dollars by implementing a very, very simple traffic system just like this, right? Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of math. Let's say you can get 300 low ticket members inside of a $9 paid community, right? And let's say you can upsell at least 10% of these to a high ticket offer. You have 30 high ticket members. Now, if you sell one of these high ticket business models for about $1K a month, you have $30K a month reoccurring revenue from your high ticket plus $5.7K monthly recurring revenue with a $19 to $9 low ticket. And it is absolutely wild. It is so crazy to me. If these business owners and if you're smart, we would work with me and you would let me implement this system for you, because it is so crazy how effective this works. And you'll notice if you pay attention, the biggest industry leaders are doing this exact same thing. Now, factors to determine success is how much value you actually provide in your community and how many hyper qualified leads are in your audience. All of this circles back to your audience. If your audience aren't full of very hyper specific followers, if you don't always focus, what's the best way I can put this? If you're a coach, like a fitness coach, and you focus on vast amount of different aspects of coaching, you focus on muscle building. You focus on fat loss. You focus on hormone balancing. You focus on nutrition. You're not going to have the hyper qualified leads that are in your audience. And potentially this could be the biggest thing limiting you from being able to leverage these very hyper specific prospects that follow your content, right? And what you want to do is you want to hyper niche down with your content. And doing this allows you to be able to implement this funnel for yourself. And now I've created this video so I can give you the blueprint and the idea that I have on how you can actually start generating insane monthly reoccurring revenue from your hot ticket. And the crazy thing, you don't need a crazy amount of followers. All you need is very, very dialed, focused, hyper specified people in your audience, and it is that simple. And I'm in the hopes that you see this, you work with me, right? Because this is a crazy system. And when you have an operator that can work with you along this to implement the system for you, while you focus on your content and while you focus on delivering the traffic, right? When you have a growth operator such as myself that can implement this for you and also be there for you and do it done with you while showing you the steps along the way, that is when you will become powerful. And essentially the goal is you don't want to be the main one. You don't want to ever be the main one in your business running every single process like this. You always want to have somebody in the back end running your lead nurturing ecosystem. And that is where I come in to help. So if you're interested, book a call, DM, fill out the form, and I cannot wait to work. Thank you very much, and implement this. Implement this. I promise you, this is the funnel of the future. This is the funnel of the future. And this is so untapped. So untapped. Do what you will with this. Do what you will with this information. Thank you.